coming up in the U.S. and for cyclocross fans, these are the big days because the World Cups are starting, and they're starting in the United States. Jessica, you're going to be on the ground covering the World Cups because FloBikes have these races live and on demand for the U.S. and Canada.
That's correct. Coming up this weekend, we've got Waterloo Cross, Trek Cup, and Waterloo, Wisconsin on the 10th. And then on the 13th, we've got Fayette Cross in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And then we'll also be streaming and on demand as well October 17th in Iowa City, aka Jingle Cross. So super stoked. We're going to be out there interviewing athletes, checking out the scene, riding the courses. Of course, there's always the hope of rain and some mud as a cyclocross fan. Not necessarily as a racer do I care for that, but hey, it's cross. Cross is here. Very, very excited about the next few days.
See, you want that. You want the pain and suffering, and you want the crashes. You want to see it as a cycling fan. Now, what's the situation on the World Cup points? Because in the World Cups and any cyclocross race, it's all about the grid positionings and stuff. And some of these races weren't even run due to the coronavirus pandemic last season.
Yeah, absolutely. So UCI has a point system that they award points based on your finishes at UCI races. So there's already been a couple of UCI races here in America. Charms Cross is one that immediately comes to mind. And essentially, the American racers especially are out there scrambling, trying to do well in these first three cross races here in America so they can get those points. Because what ended up happening is UCI was like, we need you to have points, obviously, for your rankings and your starting grid. But if you didn't have a race in 2020, 2021, if the race was canceled, then the points from the previous season, 2019, 2020, would carry over. So there's some folks that lost points. There's some folks that are like, hey, these are great opportunities for me to get those extra points. And so, yes, everybody's been working their butt off, getting in gear for these first few races. And it's going to be great to see the Europeans roll into town this weekend. And, I have a feeling they're going to be in extremely top form. And having been in Belgium in the end of August, the beginning of September, the very, very beginnings of cross season, I mean, they're already rocking and rolling, whereas we're still wiping the dust off of our cross bikes and, still riding our road bikes.
Well, it's a bit of a generational shift because already Matthew Vanderpool says he's doing less cross races this year. Walt Van Aert's doing less and less. And guys like Tom Pitcock, if we can call it already a generational change because those guys are so young. And it's happening in the United States too. And you're keeping your eyes on these up-and-comers for the cyclocross scene in the United States.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be working with ranked, I think he's sitting 12th right now, American Kerry Warner is going to be sitting in with us in the interview zone this weekend. Really looking forward to chatting with him. I believe we've got, on the women's side, we've got Clara Hansinger sitting in with us. Rebecca Faringer, I believe, we've kind of talked with her. So there's going to be some great folks that are going to be coming through. And again, what I'm really curious about, and this is, because we didn't have cross last year, where are the Americans' preparation in relation to the Europeans, and the fact that we do have the World Championships here in America this year? There's athletes like Kerry Warner who are already posting YouTube videos of the Fayetteville World Course, and it's absolutely incredible. I definitely recommend that you take a look at it. But I mean, are we going to have the home field advantage? Are we going to be able to take on these Europeans that have been racing this whole year and are in top shape? I think those are the questions that I'm looking to answer this weekend when I'm out there on site.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, this entire build-up to the World Championships as well. And these World Cups, they're just as exciting. And the fact that we got these races here on home soil, and we have them on FloBikes too, it's going to be pretty cool to see. And chapeau to all the Europeans that are coming over to race those races.